Hey guys, my name's Maria and welcome back to AmIMari. I'm really excited about today's video because it is my first ever monthly beauty favourites. Now that July has come to an end, I've collected a fair few products to show you that I've just been loving throughout the duration of the past month. And we've got a bit of hair care, we've got a bit of skincare, and we've got a bit of makeup. So I'm really excited to just dive straight in, and I'm actually going to start with hair care. I'm going to be talking about my favourite shampoo and conditioner combination, and this is a recent discovery. I think that was made in July or maybe June, and it is the Dove Advanced Hair Series Oxygen Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. Now, this is a new range that Dove has brought out. There's 3 new lines they've added, but this one's the Oxygen Moisture one for fine, flat hair. Now, I don't have fine hair by any means. My hair, if anything, is actually really thick and heavy, but I do have flat hair, and because of the weight of my hair and because of its length, it does tend to weigh itself down and just look really boring and lifeless. I like to have that natural bounce and like life in my hair, and it is really difficult to get when you've got really thick hair, I find. So I bought these and I was expecting a lot and I was not disappointed. Especially the shampoo I'm really impressed with. So I washed my hair with this and it just feels so light on top of my head. It doesn't feel like heavy or uncomfortable. It just feels really bouncy and fresh and swish. So many words I could use to describe this, but I absolutely love the sensation of using this shampoo and having my hair feel so clean and refreshed afterwards. And it also helps to keep my scalp less greasy over time, which is great. The conditioner I've also really been liking. It's really good for moisturising the ends of my hair without adding extra product or without adding extra weight to hold my hair down. So these two together I've been really enjoying. I also have to comment on the smell. They smell absolutely beautiful. This one, especially the shampoo. It just smells really fresh. It's that quintessential Dove smell that we all know and love. And if you have got fine hair or if you've got thick hair that lacks life and bounce, then you'll probably really enjoy these. One of the other perils of having long hair that tends to get greasy is that washing it is a chore. And despite the shampoos and despite how amazing they are, it is a bit of a bore to wash your hair. So I do tend to rely a little bit on dry shampoo sort of in between washes to make my hair look a bit fresher and eke out that one more day when I don't have to wash my hair. One that I found recently that I've been really liking is the Garnier Ultimate Blends, the Silky 7-in-1 Dry Shampoo. Now, I'm not so keen on the packaging. It looks a little bit outdated, despite this being like the new release from Garnier. A little bit disappointed with how they designed it, but the actual product inside is really lovely. The dry shampoo claims to have like 7 different properties. To be honest, I don't really care. As long as it makes my hair feel fresher, that's kind of all that I expect from a dry shampoo. And I expect a good smell. And this definitely delivers when it comes to the smell stakes. It smells like vanilla and a little bit of fruit, but it smells so lovely. And whenever I wear this, people say, oh, your hair smells nice. Another really good thing about it is that it doesn't leave a powdery residue. So with some previous dry shampoos that I've used, you spray it in and then you have to comb through for ages just trying to get rid of the white powder. This one is a white powder, it's not coloured, but once it's in the hair, it doesn't really show up. So that's a major thumbs up, because when you're trying to quickly refresh your hair, you don't want to spend ages combing. This one, you spritz, you just sort of ruffle it in and go. So I think we've heard enough about my hair for a minute. Let's talk about my skin. This is the Taj Micellar Water, and this has been my micellar water of choice for the past month or two actually. I actually bought this in TK Maxx, and TK Maxx can be a real treasure trove when it comes to beauty finds. I go in there and you see all these different brands that we don't get in the UK, like really discounted, and you can get really good shampoos and conditioners, and just go in there because you'll be impressed if you do like a good beauty find. The Taj Micellar Water had a bit of a moment a couple of years ago, kind of when Bioderma first burst onto the scene. A lot of people were claiming this to be a really good alternative, and I've actually really been liking it. I love the fact that it has a nice smell. It smells kind of like herby, and I know that it has got rosemary in it, which is one of my favourite ingredients. If there's a skincare item with rosemary in it, I'm all over it because I know that it helps with redness and blemishes. I can't tell you if this is any good for actual skin concerns or anything, but really what you want your micellar water to do is remove your makeup efficiently, and this definitely does. You just need to put it on a cotton pad, sweep it across the skin, and the bulk of my makeup is off. And I do find it to be just as effective, if not more, than Bioderma. So really impressed. If you do live in France or Europe and you can get your hands on this easily, I would recommend it. If you do stumble upon it by accident in your local TK Maxx, grab it and run. One thing that I've been enjoying again this past month has been the Lush Defluff Strawberry Shaving Soap. And this is, I think, a new addition to the Lush skincare range. Basically what it is, I hope it doesn't look disgusting inside, no, is like a pink like putty, and you scoop a little bit out, you dilute it with some water as far as I'm aware, you put it on wherever you want to shave, and then you shave. Really interested to see how this was going to work. The one thing that really enticed me was the smell. I keep talking about the smell of everything. So when you put this on your skin and you shave, you kind of feel like it's really drying your skin out because it has that really soapy feel, like, you know, when soap makes your hands go really squeaky and tight. So I was really worried about that to begin with, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure this is going to be for me, because if I'm shaving my legs, I don't want them to feel all dry and tight afterwards. But once you actually wash this off, you're left with a really smooth and moisturised feeling. I'm not sure when the squeakiness goes away and the smoothness comes in, but just give this a go, you won't regret it. It does make a really good substitute for shaving cream or shaving foam, and works much better than what I normally use, which is just conditioner. Let's move on to the makeup now. I've got a few things that I'm really excited to show you. The first thing is the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder. Now, I know that this is a bit of a cult product that I think gained popularity when Kim Kardashian said that she used it. I don't know how, I think she probably used it for like her highlighting and contouring, but personally, I just use this as a setting powder, so when I finish doing my makeup, just sprinkle it over any areas that tend to get oily and set my makeup. First things first, I love how it's so yellow. I've spoken about this before, not on my videos, but just in general life, and said how annoying it is that so many of the foundations and powders and everything on the market, at least in this country, most of them are pink based, and it's really difficult if you have a yellow undertone to find things that are truly yellow. This one is probably as yellow as you can get, so I can't really complain about this because, you know, you're not going to get more yellow than this, but when you actually put this onto the skin, it doesn't look yellow at all. It just neutralizes and looks really right. I've been loving using this. It's such a good setting powder. One thing that I would love is if it came pressed. I don't know if it did. I don't think they sold it pressed in the place where I bought it from, but if it did come pressed, then it would be the ideal product, because then you could carry it around with you. But this is just something that I've been using in the morning to set and finish off my makeup, and I've been really liking it. So I spoke a lot about adding extra radiance and luminosity to your makeup in the summertime in my previous video, which obviously you can go and watch if you haven't already. But two things that I wanted to show you are the No. 7 Instant Radiance Highlighter Sticks. I've got two here. I think they've got 3 shades, but these are the two that I've got. The first one is a pinky sort of champagne highlighter, and the second one is more of a bronzed highlighter. And when you put these on, they're so quick to put on because they're a perfect shape. You just literally swipe on your little collarbone, that's not your collarbone, you could put it on your collarbone too, but on your cheekbone, and then you can do a little C with the stick, and then you just blend it in with your finger, and they're so quick to use, because sometimes I think highlighter gets shoved aside because it's a bit of a fuss, but these make it really easy, and I love the shades. Don't you think they're so pretty? Last but not least is my favourite lip product of the month, and this we don't actually still have in the UK, which is so annoying. I got this when I went to Prague a couple of months ago. I was so surprised to see it in the Maybelline stand. It's the Maybelline Colour Whispers, so they're like the Maybelline answer to the Revlon lip butters, very sheer lip balmy type lipsticks. This one is such a pretty, like, easy to wear pink shade, with a few gold shimmer particles inside, but nothing too garish. And it's actually what I'm wearing right now, and it's probably what I've been wearing most of the days this month. It's such an easy colour to wear, it's such an easy pink to pull off. I'm a bit wary of pink sometimes because I feel it can pale me out, but this actually injects a lot of warmth into the complexion, and the texture is like no other. I absolutely love how it glides on. It doesn't feel sticky or heavy at all. But I am going back to Prague soon, so I think I will be paying a little visit to the Maybelline counter once again. So that was a little heads up for those of you who live in Europe, and in the US they have them there as well. For those of us in the UK, we will just have to wait and be patient. It was such a pleasure showing you guys my July favourites, and hopefully we can meet again in roughly a month's time and I can show you what I've been loving throughout the month of August. But for now I'm going to sign off. My next video is going to be another video with Tom, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and I will see you again very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you want to. Have a nice day. Bye!